Disclaimer. Entertainment purposes only. Harley dudes. Cementing it all.
Hi, what can I get for you?
Can't wait till I can start monetizing this channel. Be nice. After 15 years.
Eating coffee 3.
Wouldn't that be nice?
2 sweetener.
Consciousness, raising our vibration, all that fun stuff. It's kind of what we talk about. Nice mixture of color. All right. So, as many of you know, those that have been following me for quite a while, I am a seer and I am a prophet. And much to the chagrin of the 300 to 600 that have been involved globally in trying to establish a secure system of thievery and harvesting of certain of us, the plot thickens like a soup, like a good soup and sandwich. And in my gifts as they're awakening, I can be in an awake state and I can see things from different timelines and different experiences. I can actually see things. I don't have to close my eyes, I can just see what's going on and I can feel into the story. As soon as I see something, the story is downloaded. And then it's just up to me to discern the information of the energy that I'm being shown. And of course, the stories have to come out because there has to be judgment. The timelines are moving. We cannot move into new timelines until the old timelines have been cleared and cleansed. And there has to be transmutation. There has to be restitution. There has to be rebalancing and redemption. I was told this a while ago. And of course, I didn't have the time, being homeless, you don't get any sleep. So I wasn't in a rested state to regenerate my body enough to take the big downloads that were coming, because these downloads that I'm talking about are quite big because they involve many timelines, many illegal thefts on behalf of governments, shadow governments, and elites that have been, should she give me a proper word for it, Spirit? The only word that we have is harvesting. These are illegal harvesting. The ones that pop on 20 at a time, they're the ones that are doing it. It's a global organization that are supporting and being paid by the elites. There's very few of us that are out there that did survive the various attacks and abuses. They're only grasping at straws to survive and walk away from anything, is to continue their plea that I am crazy. That is their only plea. And if anybody wants to take any type of test to prove them in court, that's fine, but the Father doesn't want me to take any of those tests because it's ridiculous. These people absolutely will be assessed because these people will see that they're going through psychosis and they cannot stand in the light that is being bathed every day. Most of them have mental illnesses because they have not been doing any of the psychic healing and the psychic healing that I talk about on my ascension path work. So these will be proven as well. And it's not a matter of proving sanity or not sanity, because we all know that this is a corruption that's been going on since the 1950s. These are programs that have been done since the 50s, as I explained. They had taken the DNA from who I was back then as an Arcturian. They had breached the contract instead of building a bridge to higher dimensional, higher intelligent communications with the species on and off planet. As we all know, Eisenhower was responsible for, he was in leadership at that time, and he had made this decision himself. I saw him in the hallway. He made the decision for the scientists to go in and do what they needed to do to take me apart and keep the DNA. That DNA was used along with other DNA. It's like a petri dish of elite. Petri dish of elite energies and elite DNA. Spirit said that the scientists are not very evolved in anything that they're doing. And the Celestials on the light ships that I deal with, the only way I was going to survive is if my teams had to go and correct the splicing procedure, because they messed up the splicing when they were doing the DNA interjection of all of the DNA they had chosen to put it in with the egg that they had chosen. I was basically a petri dish experiment.
That's everything?
And then set up for adoption that didn't get filed properly, obviously, because it was all a big fucking lie, fabrication to just keep me as isolated, tested, hunted, experimented. And then when everybody was ready, they would pull the plug and they would do a mass sacrifice on me when they all got what they wanted and they had enough DNA and enough study and enough analysis on me. Which, of course, everybody has seen throughout the years that they will not be able to take me out. That's not going to be ever an option. So whatever their sick ass, dumb ass, bullshit ass, Eastern Star bullshit things are, it is the Eastern Stars. The Masons are involved. The Anunnaki and the Illuminati and all of these extra beings, primarily Eastern Stars and the elite. Intention was to have an elite series of humans that I was part of. Spirit called it the ultra human. That's what Spirit calls it. It's not what the humans call it. Humans are ignorant. And the only reason why I'm here is for many things, obviously because of Spirit. The DNA had to be fixed because the human scientists didn't know what they were doing. Did you want me to mention that download, Spirit? Egypt has been involved. Egypt understands the DNA processing that's been done. Part of the DNA that I have and I exist within is Ramses II, along with Jesus's and mine heavenly experience, which the Father, that was the Father's plan, because I'm a heavenly being. See, humans think that it's all them, the arrogance. This was all a part of the divine plan for divine feminine to be the one that survived. There were supposed to be more of us survive. And truth is stranger than fiction. It just is. Because of the greediness and the stupidity of people. This is the non-intelligence. And if you're not aligning with higher consciousness, this is the unfolding. Where you fuck with people's lives and it means nothing.
What's your order?
They're saying that there are similar programs like this in Russia. The presidents do know. There are only certain people that have access to these DNA vials. They showed me a vial. They showed me a lab refrigeration. And if they need to, then they will put these vials in an underground bunker where they're held. These vials don't belong to anybody. They're not of the state. Let's make that very clear.
I think it's not yet here.
I think it's dangerous as fuck. Because there's no intelligence going into any of these experiences that play with people's lives like it's nothing. They do it for power and control. There are a few that are directed by source only a couple, and nobody will know who these people are. There are only a few that are going to be acting in accordance on my behalf. It will be determined and seen, those within the legal system and those within the judicial systems, and those that are involved right from the 300 to 600 and everybody else involved. It is a time of judgment to see who is going to follow through with doing the right thing. So Source is going to allow certain things to unfold, and don't think that you're not all being watched, because you are. Anybody that comes into any conversation of the like, and you choose your path very, very carefully, because everything is being called judgment. This is the time of Babylon. This is the time of everything unfolding to see where your soul will go into eternal life through to 5D, or it will go back down to Epstein and you will never come out of the mud, literally, based on your decisions from here on out. And we've been saying this for several years. But now that the truth is coming more and more to the truth is coming more and more to the surface, and every day I have to process the shit-ass decisions that idiots have made because they felt as if they were entitled to make an ultra race. And they did not have any idea of the lies that they had to tell to cover up. And of course, they didn't have any understanding that Source is the ultimate writer of all lives, and you can't just use me as a part of your fucking pawn to play your games and your harvesting and use me whenever you want. I was sold several hundred times to those people that are of the elites that knew that I had special DNA. They were not necessarily told the details, but they were told that I had magical gifts. And there were very many musical people that harvested off of me. I'm calling judgment on the rapper, and he knows who he is. I wonder if your listeners would know your rituals that you do before you make your record. I've talked about this before several times. I was given a download in writing. There were several rappers involved in outdoor events, and there were children that were murdered, stompled and trampled with very paranormal experiences at that concert outdoors. And that also had to do with rituals done beforehand. And they all know it. I also brought that up several times. Charges have not been laid on that account yet. This is all the fuck shit that people do with energy, and they don't know what the fuck they're doing. They're just stupid. Stupid people, and you're told stupid things. And you just go and do it because you think you're all that, and you're not. Instead of just practicing your craft and being an honorable person and going and connecting with spirit to find out what your gifts and your skills and your talents are. But you don't. And you think that you have a good run on music, and you think you have a few awards here and there. And where'd you get those awards from? Ass. Where did you get the awards from? Your stupid ass harvesting ritual, because the energy's not yours. And that award is not yours. That award goes to the children that were killed. All of you are going to be found out. All of you. This is judgment time, and nobody can walk away and nobody can hide. So when you think you're doing your rituals in the yard, and you're doing them out in your back 40, and you're doing them in your little fucking basement, I don't care where you're doing them. It's illegal as fuck, and you don't know anything about energy, and you don't know anything about God. And you will never be ranked. When you take energy from somebody else just to be something and to do something, it's a fucking cop-out, and it's cowardly. And I want you to come for me. I want you to stand before me. Masons and Eastern Stars, cowards. Because you tell innocent people really shitty-ass things that are totally untrue. And then you have people that are paid, pretend gatekeepers. How many death wishes have you sent to me, gatekeepers? How many? How many? A few hundred. A few hundred. And so those that is, the definitions and terminology of insane is doing the same thing over, expecting a different result. What does that say about you, gatekeepers? Masons and Eastern fucking Stars. The deaths that you have caused, you have no idea about their blueprints, you have no idea about their destinies, you don't know anything about anything. All you care about is your return and your outcome. Because you think you're that, you think that your word is that. You will be shown that your word is not that. You're here to stand before me now. I am the higher heavens, and I am the special DNA that you all called for. Beyond that, beyond the DNA, it doesn't have anything to do with it, because I will not use that as a crutch. It isn't. I've fucking earned every ounce of power that I have. And it is in my tongue. And all of you will come down by your egregious deeds of selfishness and greed and power over others. How petty and immature. Spirit, can I have a number on this person that is in my third eye?
Hi.
Hi, sweetie. How you doing?
Sorry?
Hi, how are you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
Good. Are those real sunglasses or did they just turn into black?
They turn black.
I know, they look really cool.
Thank you.
You look like a movie star.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Okay.
Sorry for waiting. Let me do it for
Did you want me to say that?
Large triple triple.
All right.
Large triple triple with this. Do you have anything else? Thank you, Stephen.
If you all knew what was done for people to get where they get, if you all knew. The person that I'm speaking about,
Thank you.
he will be led to me. He's affected 6 young lives in his getting and his having.
Chili?
One of the children on the other side said that I thought he was cool,
Regular chili?
and he supported your singing.
Thank you, Stephen.
The little boy is saying, little did I know I would end up on this side. He says he wants to speak for others that couldn't say anything. He says he doesn't think it was a good idea that what was done. He said you acted as if you were right. Spirit can see through that. So non-accountability. As long as you get what you get, as long as you get your 5 minutes of fame or your 10 minutes of fame, as long as you get your record deal, and then what? Then you sleep on that. You sell your soul, because that's not real crafting, is it? It's not real talent, is it? It's not coming down and it's not failing and getting back up again. And just you in the booth. Just you with the pen and the paper. No, it isn't. It's not going through life's experiences. No, it's having to win. This is what humanity has to get used to in this whole AI, which is, I think AI is a big fucking mistake. Because it just promotes exactly what harvesting is all about. It's immediate. I want an immediate outcome right now. They don't want to go through the experiences of falling down. The reason why Lauryn Hill, one of the greatest rappers of all time, there will probably very few will ever, Divine Feminines, ever come out and be a rapper like her. R&B artists like her. That was just who she was. It was so pure. It was just so... She knew the games in the industry. And they were wanting to keep pushing her through and keep pushing her through like a human hunger machine. It was exactly what it was. And she said, no, my music is pure. It's about experience. I rap about the experience. It's what I talk about. All my lyrics are true. It's about the experience of life. You have to have that. You have to go away and you have to experience life to be a best crafter. Because it's authentic experience with reality. It's authentic experience with your creative reality. Your collective, your homes, your families, where you come from, what bed you sleep on. Mattress on the floor for her was a real thing. But you don't get it. The people that want it just want stuff. You want stuff. You want your name in lights. You want your multi-million-dollar sales. At what cost? You don't know what you're doing. You've affected people's lives and your karma will pay for it. You're not coming through my gates.
What?
Your karma begins now, artists. So-called artists. Or should we just say vibrational rapists? Because that's more definitive. That's more accurate. Anybody throws an insane anything on me and a crazy anything on me, and you've never met me. You've never spoke to me. You don't even know my middle name. I will send all of you a world of karma that you will never get out of. I'm sick of being abused. I'm sick of humanity being abused. And I'm sick of idiots. I'm stupid people wanting very high things that their DNA and their housing of their mental capabilities can't even fathom the responsibility to be a role model and to be a proper influence to these starseed children. You don't have what it takes to be a role model. And yet you write music for these people, and these people pay for your music. And as the child on the other side said, I thought you were cool. Perhaps not if you knew how they really got their business. They got it through harvesting. They have people that look up and they bunch together a whole bunch of star seeds and they put them on little screens and they have their little jack-off orgy sessions and they harvest off you. And then they go and do their concerts and then they say their little prayer to Satan and Lucifer that work on my team now. So unwise. There's going to be more and more come out about these stories. And as we said, truth is stranger than fiction and God will back it up. All of my predictions have been absolutely 100, and these aligned readers are bringing it out by the hour. As soon as I say something, the readers are bringing it out every hour. Because these stories have to be closed. I deserve truth, and I deserve what's rightfully mine. And what's rightfully mine is going to go back to the people as it should have been. Because that's what kind of leaders I am, Jesus was, Ramsey was. And we're going to make this a better place. And it's not going to be about the selfish ass, evil ass, Eastern Star ass elites. And all you fucking care about is your fucking agendas. And wasn't there questioning today about Bill Gates being involved in the COVID cover-up? Well, don't you wonder about why he's bought up so much of planet Earth's land? Don't you wonder about that? Doesn't that make you curious? Isn't he the one that's making non-beef beef? Don't you find that curious? Why is it one of the richest people in the world have most of the land in the world? Why is that? They don't own Gaia, and Gaia will absolutely flip it upside down. Gaia will break apart the land. Because Gaia and I are aligned. Gaia and the heavens are aligned. And God writes this path for humanity. The plan is the Divine Fathers, not selfish ass, arrogant, ignorant Eastern stars, elite with their selfish ass agendas, and they have no idea what they're doing to humanity. Selfish, selfish, selfish. And all of you are coming down, and I'm going to call you out by name if I fucking have to. These trafficking rings are going to get pulled, and I'm going to visit each one of them. And these children will get healed, and their destinies will be brought back to them. And we're going to learn the energy healing from the various highest of the heavens. We're going to learn from the Arcturians, the highest vibrational healers out there. And we're going to give these children back their energy, back their destinies, and everything that you have raped from them. Selfish human assholes. And your dumb ass trafficking little corrupt rings. You throw another spell on anybody, it's coming back tenfold. That's the rule of the day. Karma now is tenfold. Everything that you send out is coming back to you practitioners and you dumbasses, your little cults and covens and trying to take people out. Tenfold. I want every record that you have ever kept on me. I want every record that you have ever done on me. Because you don't own any part of me. None of you did, none of you ever will. None of you will fucking touch me. My ex knows what was going on. My ex knew exactly what was going on, and some of the people that were involved, and there's 300 to 600 people, and I want this cult, and I want these rings, crime organization rings, I want them plucked and pulled. If you know anything about these cults and covens that have taken elite DNA, and they have absolutely been involved in falsification of adoptions, of elite star seeds and elite harvesting rings, I want you to go to the authorities and say everything you know, because you will not be held safely. You'll be scapegoated as soon as you can. Anybody of these people that's try to run out of the country and put anything in their fucking underground bunkers, you're going to be found and you're going to be caught, because Gaia will shake you from within, because Gaia is within and without. There's no more corruption. It's going to be brought down, and everybody's going to get karma. As the stalker just walked in the door. How timely. I'm not afraid of you. Sit next to me. You want a picture? 24/7 fucking stalkers. That's a government stalker. You want some of my life. You can't handle 5 minutes of my life. Greedy, greedy, greedy. Is there any messages, Spirit, you want me to say?
Hey, prayer.
I knew it. I knew it. I knew it. I knew it. I'd never ever doubt myself. Never doubt myself. I had these visions years ago, and I wrote it off. I said, no, that can't be. I wrote it off. I wrote it off. Never doubt myself. Never doubt my gifts. Doing fucking MK Ultra on me to make me forget. You're going down, elites. Anybody doing a spell and anybody doing MK Ultra, all of you, you're going down. Is there anything you want me to say on this, Spirit? Somebody wants to know the numbers involved.
Hi there, do for you. It's that birthday cake, chocolate glaze, the new golden speech.
I don't know what the word is for it because I don't know the terminology. But there's the energy that is in the download is that these people have been, these people have been, these people have been not, they have not been ethical how they've been running these seeds, DNA, of course, because it's been so greedy, right? Somebody that's not educated and not wise and not aligned with God, there's no, it's everything that I talk about. No connection, no alignment, no care, no conscience. They're just run by fucking money and their fucking agendas, making their fucking elite races. And then they make companies to back up their fucking agendas. Not aligned on any level. And why you think your 5D thing is not going to align? Because you're not aligned. Why you have all your bad luck and you're not getting the money you need? Because you're not aligned. Oh yeah, they also said, I don't know anything about this, but somebody that does know about it, do your investigating, because I know the investigators are watching my channel. There are a few good investigators now that are taking a look at everything I say, and they're investigating into it because they know that my predictions are 100 and we're going to get these people's asses. Do you have a symbol or something for me, Spirit, or a name? They say you're going to come up with it. They'll come up with it, the people that will investigate this. This also has to do with those people that are involved, the elites that are involved. Their companies have been hiding something. It has to do with cryptocurrency. That's a specific word, not any other word, crypto. As soon as I got that download, what I felt vibrationally was when it first came out, like the original, right, cryptocurrency. So go back. It's not right now. Go back. There's going to be information found somewhere, somehow. Companies and the affiliates. Egypt is involved, obviously. They have their hands in it, Father is saying. They will all be found in contempt of court for tampering with ancient energies. They shouldn't be doing it. It's all fucking illegal. I know exactly. I've seen images. Father, show me images. What happened? I'm not even going to speak on it. I knew it. I fucking knew it. And God is saying, never doubt what you sense, because I'm the one that has to carry this, and that I'm the one that's being attacked. I have to carry all this and I have to be attacked. I'm living homeless. That's just how cowardly they are. I have no respect for any and all of these people. No fucking respect. I won't even speak the names of the rappers. 2 rappers that I know are involved in rituals for their numbers. They're both men. They're both of color. They both went to a gatekeeper. Fools. Face me. Te she lied, kena, Repent. You want to see a way out of this, otherwise you're all going down. And I say down as in down, because even the jail system would be a level up. But you all know how easy it is in there, don't you? They're all involved in it. It's all a big corrupt fuck-ass system. And who gets fucked? The innocent ones. And if you have special DNA and you have special gifts, and if you're a starseed, oh boy, you're at the top of the harvesting list. They showed me an image of a grocery store, if you can believe that. How disgusting that is. Starseeds in a grocery store that elites go shopping in, like an online Amazon. That's what the black web is. Bid, bet, and sell. there anything the children wanted to say, Spirit, before we go? Anybody thinking on the other side that because you think you're a special elite and you think you have money behind you, I don't care what business you're in. I don't care if you're in oil. I don't care if you're in music. The ancestors in the realms of the invisible don't give a crap about your little boy tantrums. They don't give a crap. Your soul is going through an evolution right now. And the children and what has happened on earth, this is a time of evolutionary judgment since the beginning of our time. And your little boy tantrums don't mean shit. You will be put in your place, and it doesn't matter how much money you think you're gonna pay someone to come and get me. The ancestors will be all over your ass, every little tiny toe you step on your floor. And you will experience karma in the harshest of degrees. And they're saying, I wish you would. The Father is, this is the planet. It gave you everything, selfish arrogance. You sit in your fancy fucking house and say, I just want to harvest some more because I want another record. How about you get your actual craft, and how about you actually heal? You tantruming little boy. You send one person at me and it will be the last thing that you do. And I wish you would. Seven children were ever more affected because of your transaction with devils and deities, so you could make your sales. Stalker, stalker, stalker. Should I show you the stalker? Stalker. All night long. They park just in front of the window where I sit. Couldn't handle being me. God has prepared me. My ancestors have prepared me. And when my gift gets turned on, you don't have to put me on your watch list, because I won't be here. I'll be working for the federations. What was that download you gave me before, Spirit? I wanted to remember that one. That really cool download you gave me just after you gave me the fridge one with the vials in it. There's a tray of vials that this blood work is in. And they've illegally taken it from very ancient artifacts. The Celestials had to fix the splicing because the scientists did not do it properly. This was from the 50s up to now. There's a handful of people that know about it. They're showing me 5 that have access. What was that download you just gave me a little while ago, Spirit? Can you take me back to that one? Thank you, Holy Spirit. They're bringing extra coverage. They're bringing in extra protection. There'll be more and more protection for me day by day until these programs of corruption and harvesting and raping are done. The planet will be cleared to move into 5D. These people have to be known to their collective so they can face judgment. And the collective will have to choose who will they put their power in, and how and when will they put their power in instead of going within and doing the healing. As we said earlier, are you sovereign or not? You shouldn't have to give your power away to anyone, but look who you've been giving it to. Look at who's been making the record sales and how do they earn it. Can we go back to that other vision you gave me, Spirit, just before I came out here? It was a planetary. Where was that? Okay. What does that have to do with the fridge or scientist? Or is it a different? So now I'm getting Epstein. Hang on, one story at a time. Let's go to Epstein. Spirit is saying there's a reason why they're not investigating Epstein's desert property. Go there. Rip it up. Go there. They're saying you'll find things in the walls. They're saying illegal things have been stored there. There are people that know about this place, the egregious ones. Haven't you wondered why it's not being talked about, why it's not being touched? Go there. Is there a specific, can you give me a vision of the walls, Spirit? What room? It will be decorated with ancient decor. Can you show me? Can you give me access, please? That's okay. I can handle it. Give me access. Is this, should I say this, Spirit? Do you want me to say this or just no? So are they going to move it before? Because obviously they know that I'm bringing it forward. What will happen between now and the time that anybody investigates it? Okay. So how are we going to ensure that the people will be safe? And so who is that? Will I know? Do you want me to say it, or are you going to still sorting it out? Who's going to investigate? They'll come and ask me? Okay. There's only going to be special authorities that will go and investigate this. The people that know, the people that are some don't know. There are a few that know. They don't want to go in and investigate it because they know it's dangerous. And so they have to be approved by source. Those people that are approved by source will come to me. Source will make sure the Celestials will be there so nothing will happen when it's ready to be investigated. There is a level of danger. That's why they're not talking about it. Only those approved by source. So again, get out of your ego. Greater good of humanity from now on, people, if you're not getting my speech. You won't be aligned to my channel. And if you want these informations just to make yourself a little getaway and just to make yourself look good, you won't. Because again, it's for the greater good. And those that aren't aligned will be brought down. Because these aren't your informations. These are for the greater good. And for those that are actually doing great investigations and those that actually care about the children that are trafficked. This information is to be used for the greater good only. And for humanity to learn what happens when you fuck around with black magic when you don't know. And you have no information of higher knowledge or wisdom or intelligence. And for those that have been having the money, that have always had the money, and have absolutely treated life like it's their game, and it's their Amazon shopping time. What starseed can we take from this time? Epstein knew about these vials. He was very interested, and this is known. He's not going to touch any of these vials. There is a matter of secrecy around it, obviously not now. The level of corruption on such sacred things has been baffling. And yet Egypt has so many laws and rules about what, who and what and cannot be touched and cannot be accessed. Why do you think that is, Egypt?
I never do for you.
The Vatican also is aware. Were these parts of the ones that were silencing me on YouTube?
Yep.
Yes, they had their hands in all of it.
Crispy bacon ranch wrap.
Did I serve them,
Anything
Spirit? Was my physical life here of service to them? Yes, they had great acclaim off of my energy.
And bacon
They knew how
ranch
powerful
wrap.
my energy was to harvest from.
Anything else? Thank you.
Fucking assholes. Well, I sat in the street, and you had falsified medical papers and documents about my insanity while you fucking harvest off of me, because that's what you want. You want me strapped to a fucking bed so you can take and pick me apart and reverse engineer me.
I never do for you.
Fucking nightmare. Father will not let anything happen to me.
Made your eyes pop at black. Love that. Anything else?
The Father is saying there is no mercy on anybody that behaves in egregious ways as we are disclosing information, and you act on in any way of a selfish experience. Anything that you do and act upon in a selfish way to get, take, and rape and steal, on top of what we've just said, you will be getting immediate karma, and the Father will have no mercy for you. And as I said, Satan and Lucifer ain't going to help you. None of your deities will help you. They work for me now. So there was nothing you wanted me to say as far as the vision you just gave me about Epstein and the thing. Clear and cleanse, transmute these energies. Where are they? Do we know what, is it in the, is it in the land of the gods? Where is it? Where location? I think in the burial places in Egypt. I think it's called the land of the gods. Where are their gods? Where the in the tombs or in the tunnels? In the tunnels. It's not where Ramses was, because he was moved. Ramses speaks through me. When I speak my light language, Ramses speaks through me to bring balance to the egregious acts that have been done in Egypt, and inconsistencies and inaccuracies about the Egyptian timelines and the gods that had benevolence unto the heavens, from which they channeled information, and they were great leaders. And their lives were also sacrificed. Greed, 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 greed. Oh, humans of disconnection, and you know nothing about source. Greed leads you to the same outcome year after year after year after year. Thousands of years later, and then what? You think you'd learn something about greed and selfishness, people? I guess not. You're willing to destroy sacred experiences and have only a special handful that know about certain vials of information and tunnels and tombs and houses and walls. They're saying that there's going to be books written about this to set straight information that many of those that have gone to the original Egyptologists that have said and questioned about the questions on some of the anthologies of informations, and some of these Egyptologists have been very stubborn and didn't want to look any further. So there would be books written about these. Again, we can't move into 5D until these major timelines and who we are as a people have been purged and cleansed. We have to purge, we have to face it, we have to 3A it. We can't just leave this shit. Epstein's place is going to get ripped up and investigated by the people that Source will send in. They have to be of integrity and morals, and they have to know of the danger that involved. They can't go in there and just ransack it. That's what Spirit just said. Any donations, paypal.me/Joanna L. Ross. Obviously, I need new equipment and I need to rebuild. They don't need to know that, Spirit. That's just for me.
Boston cream. Let me just check if we have those. All right.
Is there anything else?
See you at the window.
A beautiful sunset. I like watching the trail. People coming and going on the trail. Did you have any final messages for the collective, Spirit, Mother, Father, the collective of the heavens, celestials, on behalf of the children, on behalf of humanity, on behalf of the goddesses that stand and arise every day and bring healing to a planet that is in need of the healing and reconnection of Source Spirit, on behalf of the Divine Holy Father, on behalf of the Divine Holy Father, on behalf of the Divine and Holy Father, thank you, Holy Spirit, for protecting me and lifting me, for the righteous and for the innocent. I will always, always, always fight for the innocent. Thank you, Holy Spirit. I will always fight for the children. I will always fight for Gaia. Thank you, Holy Spirit. I surrender to you, Father. Thank you, Holy Spirit. Thank you for blessing me and thank you for protecting me. Thank you, Federations, for protecting me. Thank you, Gaia, for protecting me. There's a lot of celebration going on. They're saying finally righteous is in power. There's many celebrations going on in many different realms. The Father is at hand now. The Father's hand is on the planet. The Father has the Father's hand on each and every one of you. And if you surrender with the Father and you go about doing your healing work, then you will be lifted equally. Equal measure. If you choose to do the egregious, then you will be met equally. Those are universal quantum laws, and you are going to get exactly what you ask for. In your actions, in your beliefs, and in your deeds, and in your energy vibration, because that's what the quantum universe is. It will match you equally in your vibration. And why Spirit had to fix the DNA. Because your vibration and intention for the DNA was not what God's was. I'd rather my intention from God. And that's why you have not killed me. What makes sense of it to go and make me in your petri dish and then kill me? Yeah, they're right. Do you want to hear what they just said? This is the human side. Do you want to hear what they just said? Because we didn't think you'd survive. Yeah, they're watching me. Order in the court. Isn't that in Rome? The Pantheon? Is it Parthenon or Pantheon? I think, is it Parthenon or Pantheon? I've got to go look at that. I don't know what that is. I think it's in Rome. I don't think there's one in Egypt. I think it's in Rome. Sicily? I'm pretty sure it's not in Sicily. Might be on the way to Sicily. No, Sicily's up. So maybe from southern Rome up to northern. I don't know. They're saying Sicily and the Parthenon or Pantheon or whatever. I'm pretty sure that's in Rome. They're saying the, do you want me to say that, Spirit? I love Spirit. They're saying most humanity won't, do they know, Spirit? Will anybody know what I'm going to say? Or is this you just playing with everybody? The Sacred Seven will come back again. Okay, I want my original birth records. Anybody that knows about these fiascos, go look at the last 3 videos that I have downloaded on my YouTube channel. Anybody that knows about any of the fiascos with these fake ass adoption bullshit crap ass people. The Cult and Coven from Calgary and the 300 people that were involved, the more that you hang on to whatever it is you're hanging on to, you will not be helped and there will be no mercy given to you because you will not walk through this. You will be scapegoated and you will not be helped. So anybody that knows anything, go to the authorities and give your full story and your full explanation and speak out. Because these timelines are going to get purged and the truth will be known. And whether you give it or whether you don't, your karma is going to be equal to what you do. It just is what it is. That's karmic law.
I'm sorry?
That's spiritual order. If you choose not to make it right, if you choose to keep hanging on to what you're hanging on to do, thinking that somehow, some way, there's going to be a horseshoe pull out of your ass, there isn't. Source is all over this. Source had to be. Because the people that knew they should have made it right didn't make it right. And I'm one of these beings that I'm going to keep going to other dimensions and other realms. I am kind of important here. And I don't say that for anything but the Father's plan of what futures look like. Not for the mess that is here, because I'm not going to clean up anything here. I've already done my job. I've done my job. I'm not coming back again. Everybody chooses the earth that you choose to step on and walk on. You choose with every intention. You choose with making truth when truth hasn't been made. You choose by standing up and saying, no, I want to give this as a situation. I want everybody that's in power, so-called power, I want all of you to know this. Because you've been operating from a very limited perspective of what you think leadership really is and what true power and what true dominion is. Somebody comes to you in a private meeting and says, you can do 2 things. You can do this or you can do this. And a proper leader would say, okay, well, these are nice choices. Let me go away and I'll think about it for 24 hours. And you're walking out of that room and nobody else knows but you. And you always know that you have always a third and an infinite option because your oath is with God. It doesn't matter what's placed before you. See, that's been the problem because all the leaders that have been in place and all these people and special elites, and they think that they're only given 2 options. So they make the choice from the best of the 2 options. No, there isn't. There's always more options. And it's about you standing and having the balls to stand and say, no, this is going to be my 3rd option. And this is exactly why I'm here. And God put me here. Because none of you have done the right thing. You've sacrificed people's lives, very important people that you treat like nothing. No, there's always a 3rd option. There's always a 4th option. But you don't go to God for that. That's the problem. That's why I'm calling out all the world leaders. All of you get into your little Oval offices and you call me in and we're going to sit down and we're going to talk until there's peace on this planet. Because obviously you don't have higher consciousness to even get there. All you care about are your stupid ass little wars and how you're going to look in it. And the little deals you make behind the back burner. There is always peace, always. And how you get there is up to your soul. And the closer you are with God and the more aligned you are with God will determine how you get there, because it's equal measure. And you didn't know that going into any one of your meetings. And now where are you? You're all scrambling to see how good you can make yourselves look after the fiasco of fuck shit that's happened for the last 75 years in these things called governments. And now you will stand for every one of your dumb-ass, fake-ass agendas that put people at risk, and innocent people that you have been wiring, and innocent people that you've been brainwashing and MK Ultraing. And how many of us have survived? A spirit, can I get a number, please? The last 75 years on government, military, private shadow government agendas. Just in North America. I just want North America. I want a number. From Eisenhower's service to now. And so where are these, and where is that placed me within it? What's the original number? What happened to the rest of them? Well, those aren't good odds, are they? Do they know? Do the officials know about the numbers? Yes, of course they know. That's why I'm on a fucking watch list. Do you want the collective to know, Spirit? 17. Most of which are still asleep because they have been affected. A few thousand were involved from the beginning. I'm one of them. I'm awake, I'm integrated, and I'm speaking. And you ain't taking me out. That's just on this continent. I want my fucking birth records, and I want my money. Is there anything else we have to say before we go, Spirit? I need to rest. I need to recalibrate. The season of hiding is over. There'll be no more hiding. Donations would be great because I can't not monetize my channel until I get an address, until I get proper banking information. So donations would be greatly appreciated. Spirit and the heavens are calling up all information from such egregious, corrupt programs. Everything will be cleansed. This is the Father's promise. It is up to each and every one of you from here on out how you go about your life. Are you a part of a collective? Are you a part of unity consciousness? Are you a part of the heavens? Are you a part of the celestials? Are you a part of the galaxy? Are you a part of good programs? Do you choose good programs? Would you like good programs? Are you a part of it? Are you a part of speaking about it? Are you a part of standing up for the innocent? Do you care about the innocent? Do you care about the starseeds being harvested and being put up in grocery stores? Do you care about them just being like a drive-through? Or like an Amazon shop place? Have those visions in your mind while you go to sleep, and we make better decisions. Get connected with Source. Get connected with Spirit. It's everything. Why are we here? We're here for connection and evolution, so let's do it. Talk to everybody later, dear lighted ones. Namaste. Sacred healing and sacred connecting, and good visions for all the children and our waters. Thank you. Namaste. PayPal.me/Joanna L. Ross.